just looking at the landscape of boxing, obviously, the pay-per-view money isn't the same as it used to be and whatnot. What fights do you think need to happen in order to kind of lift boxing back up and get it back to that level?
I don't know. It's about the U.S. market is the niche, is what it is. But I look at the worldwide market, and it's very big right now.
That's true.
Huge fights in Japan, huge fights in England, big fights in Germany. There's big fights in America. The market's going to be niche, though. It's always going to be niche because in this politically correct market, a sport where it's the main objective is to hurt your opponent. It's never going to be mainstream anymore. Everybody's too politically correct.
What about the UFC? What about MMA?
Mainstream?
Well, they're not yet, but they're getting there.
They're still niche.
That's true.
They're always going to be niche. Combat is always going to be niche. Even if they're bigger in the U.S. than they are than boxing, worldwide boxing I think is still bigger.
Oh no, definitely.
So regardless, the U.S. is still going to have a niche market for combat. It's just never going to be what it was before anymore because too many pussies in this generation.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, too much political correctness. There's not going to be any major sponsors going into big major boxing anymore. You know what I mean? You can try to push it, but they're changing all kind of rules in every sport about safety. To the point where quarterbacks are going to play till they're 60 now. In the NFL, if you lay a hand on them, you're going to get a 15-yard penalty.
That is true.
So in boxing, you can't make those kind of rules because the objective is to hurt your opponent. So what happens? Sponsors have to pull away. You don't get involved. So you're always going to be niche in boxing, but it's always going to be here. I don't worry about it.
Actually, boxing, it does seem like they're not pussifying it, but they are starting to stop fights a lot sooner than before.
Yeah.
Which that's a good thing, but
listen. I think that's always going to be a touchy situation. When it's too soon, when it's too late. It's always going to be touchy. It's always going to be the universal question because every body, literally an individual body is different one to the next. So one may be able to take something more than the next guy. The next guy may be able to take a little bit less than the next guy. So there's never a right or wrong answer to when to stop fights. But you try to make it safe as possible, of course.
Yeah.